Welcome to Analog and Digital Electronics Lab. So in this session, we are going to discuss about the part A second experiment using an 741 op-amp, and we need to design a 1 kilohertz relaxation oscillator with 50% duty cycle, and we need to simulate the same. Okay, the aim of the experiment is to design and implement a rectangular waveform generator for a given frequency, and the components required for this experiment are op-amp, which is of 741, then resistor of 1 kilo ohm, 10 kilo ohm and 20 kilo ohm, potentiometer, then capacitor of 0.1 microfarad, then regulated DC power supply, and one CRO for your display of the waveforms. Okay, so you all know what actually the op-amp is. Yes, op-amp relaxation oscillator is a simple square wave generator, so which is also called as free running oscillator or a stable multi vibrator. A stable means which is not stable, means which is varying, and these are also called as what? Relaxation oscillator. Okay, which operates in what? A saturation region. Okay, so we will check with the design part. So what are all the requirements in order to generate the rectangular waves? Okay, so in order to calculate the period of the output rectangular wave, so there is a formula, that is T is equal to 2 into RC ln of 1 plus beta divided by 1 minus beta. What actually the beta mean? So beta mean is R1 divided by R1 plus R2. So which is what? The feedback fraction. So if we have taken R1 and R2 as the same means, so we can convert that formula, that T is equal to 2RC ln of 3. Okay. Then another example, if we take R2 as what? 1.16 into R1, then TR is equal to, then T is equal to 2RC. So which is one of the second equation. So this is converted into 2 into RC. It all depends on what are actually the resistance value you are going to take. Okay. So this is actually the circuit diagram in order to perform the task. And what are all the procedures we need to follow in order to generate a waveform using here op-amp relaxation oscillator is. So first we need to check all the components. So what are all the components? We are using a capacitor, resistors. So R1, R2, and which is of 10 kilo ohm and 5 kilo ohm and 11.6 kilo ohm. So we need to check with the multimeters, then make the connection as shown in the figure and switch on the power supply. Okay, so and we need to observe, so we are using one CRO, no? So we need to observe the waves generated here. Based on this, we need to calculate or we need to measure what? The frequency. Okay, so finally we need to give the how much frequency, means what are the measurement of your frequency for the wave generated in the experiment. So this we can do with one simulator. So I am using the simulator WEWB software. So which is what? Your electronics workbench software. So you will be provided with all the components here. So you need to just drag and drop according to the circuit diagram. Okay, so I am going to show how to drag and drop the components what you are using. Okay, so what are all the components we are using here? Yes, the resistor. So how many resistors we are using? Yes, it is 3 resistor. So one is of 5 kilo ohm. So like this is what the resistor symbol. So this we need to click on, hand hold and drag it here. Okay. then drop. Then again one more resistor we want, so drag and drop here. Okay, so one more resistor we need here, so drag and drop. Then we need to make a change for this, we need to set the value for this, right? So I am using 5 kilo ohm means, so you can reset the value to 5 kilo ohms. So you can observe here the kilo ohm is here, so no need to change this. So I am just changing the value 1 kilo ohm to 5 kilo ohm. Then click on OK. Then one more resistor we are using, which is of 11.6 kilo ohm. Double click on it. Then you make it as 11.6 kilo ohm. Okay. Then one more resistor we are using. It is having 10 kilo ohms. Okay. Then we are using one op-amp, right? So that op-amp is of what? The 5 terminal op-amp. So where actually the op-amp is? Here it is. So you just select 5 terminal op-amp, then drag and drop here. Okay. So you have to make a connection to this op-amp for your resistors and the capacitor, and one more capacitor also we need, right? So it will be here. Yes, so which is of value 0.1 microfarad. 0.1 microfarad. Okay. Yes, now this op-amp is connected to what? Your capacitor and the resistors, which is connected to your. So you need to make a connection like this, your capacitor and one resistor 5 kilo ohm. Then this op-amp is connected to the in between what? Your capacitor and a resistor. Then this terminal, that is V1, is going to connect to your another resistor which is of 10 kilo ohm like this. So I am making a connection to the op-amp and one resistor which is of type 11 kilo ohm. Then I need to make a connection for what? 11.6 kilo ohm resistor to your op-amp. So then we need to make a plus VCC and minus VCC voltage connections here. So I'll take this plus VCC and minus VCC, here it is. So you take one battery here, drag and drop. So plus, this represents plus and this represents minus. Okay, so first plus will connect it to plus VCC. This is high voltage. So I am taking it as 12 volts. Then the negative will be connected to your ground. So this is the ground. So if you don't know the symbols, you just click on it, it will show you what actually the symbol mean is. Okay, so then you drag and drop here, then make a connection between your negative or minus VCC to the ground. Okay, then one more battery we need here. So again you select and drag and drop here. So negative will connect it to your minus VCC. Okay, this represents what? Minus, this represent was plus, and here it is connected to what? The ground. So you select one more ground here. Okay, then plus is connected to what? Ground. Then we need to ground this capacitor. So one more ground we need and this resistor. So we need two more ground symbols. So it is all we are doing based on the circuit connections. Okay. So then connect this to a ground, then connect this to the ground. Okay. Next, what about this? So where it has to go? so it should display it on the CRO, where actually the CRO is. Yes. So here you can take the CRO or the oscilloscope, you can call it as, okay. So in order to display what? So in order to get the waveforms on the CRO, we are selecting this, okay. Then you make a connection here, then you made it as a ground here. So okay, so this should come and this one also should be connected to the CRO line. Like this. Okay, so once you are done with this, so click on the switch and double click on the CRO. So you will get what? The wave forms. Okay, so you just expand it. So you make a divisions very smaller so that you can see. Okay. Okay. Now you stop here. Now you can check with the waveform generated like this. Okay. So based on this, you can calculate the value of frequency. So how many waves you got here? So you need to reduce the size. So it is very difficult to calculate generated waves. Okay, so I am reducing it like this. So you can make any changes over here. Okay. Yes. So now you can observe. So this I'll measure as 1, 2, 3 like this. So one square will hold the value of 1, 2, 3. Okay. So now we can measure the waveform in this. So one wave will be in what? In a one cycle you are going to measure. Okay. So it is going to take one cycle. So 1 into number of time base. So how many milliseconds? 1. So 1 into 1 is 1 only. So how we are going to calculate the frequency? So f is equal to 1 by t. So what is the value of t here? 1 by 1. So then the frequency value is 1 only. Okay. So this is how we are going to calculate the frequency based on the wave generation. So now you all understood, I think. So this is what the simulator electronics workbench we are using. So it will provide everything. So, okay. So in the menu you are going to drag and drop the symbols or the components what you are going to use in the circuit. So based on that you are going to generate the waveforms. So you are going to you can easily calculate the value of the time or the frequency. Okay. So thank you. So now we are going to see how to do the circuit connections using the breadboard. So first we need what are the components we require to design a relaxation op-amp relaxation operator. We need one op-amp 741 op-amp, then resistor of 10 kilo ohm and 20 kilo ohm potentiometer and calculated 5 kilo ohm resistor and one capacitor. Okay, so this is of 0.1 microfarad. Okay, so first we need to connect this op-amp to your breadboard. So as I said, so it has to be connected between the two horizontal lines, so like this. So and you have to make sure where actually the knob is. So where actually the knob is means here, if the knob is here means we need to take the count from here. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, so next what will be the design, how actually we need to connect. First we need to take a 10 kilo ohm resistor and that you have to connect with the third pin of your op-amp. So 1 2 3. So this is the third pin and the other part will be grounded. So I will take this as a ground. Okay, next is we need to take one more resistor of 5 kilo ohm which has to be connected to your second pin of your op-amp and again it has to be grounded. Okay, then we need to take the potentiometer that has to be connected to your third pin of your op-amp and to the output, that is output is your sixth pin of your op-amp. So 4 5 and this is 6. Okay, then we need to connect the capacitor to your second pin of your op-amp and that has to, another end has to be grounded. So this is the second pin and another end has to be grounded. Next we connected potentiometer, 2 resistors and 1 capacitor. Then again your another end of your 5 kilo ohm resistor has to be connected to your V6. Sorry, this has not, should not connect to ground, it has to be connected to your sixth pin of your op-amp. Then your 7th and 4th should be connected to plus VCC and minus VCC. So this we can connect using a trainer kit and the output, that is your V6 point, should be connected to the CRO. Yeah, you can observe. So 7th pin of your op-amp has connected to plus VCC and your 4th pin has connected to minus VCC of the trainer kit. Then your 6th point is connected to your CRO. 6th pin of your op-amp is connected to the CRO of channel 1. Okay. Then channel 2 is connected to your V reference, that is the input voltage. Okay, so input is connected to channel 2 and output is connected to channel 1. Okay, so now we are going to check how actually the waveform is generated for the given 50% duty cycle. Okay, I'll turn on the CRO. For the given 50% duty cycle, you can observe the 50% duty cycle. So we are getting the rectangular waves for the given sinusoidal waves.
So, this is 2 by 3 and this is 1 by 3 measure of your voltage reference. Okay, thank you.